both all in one, right? So you've been at it for a little while, very exciting device, medical device company. Anand, please tell us a little bit about what you all are doing at Cardiac Design Labs.
Yeah. So first off, statistics, we are a 5-year-old company today. So large chunk of the time went off in R&D. Like somebody mentioned, we ended up building everything from the word go. There was good reasons to do that. Everybody believes the moment you say ECG, it's another portable ECG machine. Actually, it's very difficult to convince these guys. The education has been the most difficult because considering the time we spent to see how the disease is and where the changes can be done, we realized even if we did bring in components from multiple parts of the globe, we couldn't still build a device that would actually solve the real problem. So therefore, we actually sat and built the whole thing ourselves. It was an interesting journey, something that I could do because apart from my multiple hobbies, one of them was human physiology and anatomy. I'm an embedded electronics engineer, by the way. So it was a nice crossover to do. Today, I can comfortably say I have healthy discussions with very senior cardiologists who don't question my backing of the knowledge, but that took us some journey. So we are in the business of bringing advanced cardiac diagnostics to smaller hospitals. This is something that does not happen throughout the globe. If you have any symptom that looks closely related to a cardiac, where you have to rule out other things, you have to actually go to a large hospital today. Because the resting ECG, which happens everywhere, just cannot bring out the disease early up front. It has to be used only when it's acute. So we wanted to bring what these big hospitals do with technicians and senior cardiologists to a small hospital, which has just a physician and a nurse maybe. We should be able to run this test there and be able to identify and pick up an early patient quickly. This we do with a whole suite of things. As you can see, this created the birth of a device, a set of software, including an application that you see there. And what goes behind it is what is interesting. We have a suite of algorithms which actually do full-level diagnostics of a cardiac condition. A simple nurse can actually run this test. So some of the tests are Holters, event monitoring, those which are done only by large hospitals. They can be run at a small hospital. If an active patient is picked up, our support center actually identifies the patient and gets a senior cardiologist to look at it. So effectively, an early patient can be told, you need to travel to the city to meet a senior physician because you seem to have this problem. So that way, we bring only confirmed cases to the big hospitals. Today, as like every other startup, we are feared across the segment. We are having a hard time educating people that we're doing well, and it would actually improve the whole system. To a lighter note, when I did mention to Ravi, he asked how are things going, he said, we're finding it difficult. We're having to fight all sorts of things. He said, otherwise you won't be a disruptive startup. I said, thanks. That is what the ecosystems brings you here. So the fear of going to market is something that's handled very well in Bangalore here. Thank you.
Thank you. So next up is IVK, as he's well known. You know, I first met IVK many moons ago when he was one of the senior executives at one of our large companies here. And then